So I'm going to do a bit of a tutorial on extreme landings. I'm quite new to this game, but it is quite fun. I like the way that you can have breakdowns and engine failures and all this kind of stuff. So I'm going to go into Flight Simulator. I've got it set from flying from Southampton to Birmingham. I'm going to keep that. Failures, but details about my aircraft, and the failures I'm going to stick on average. In fact, what I'm going to stick on high, and the weather I'll let it do snow, 7 knots of wind, and I'm going to go for the takeoff. So as you load into the game, it's a little bit buggy, this one. So it's automatically going to start refueling for me. If I go through here, I can go see through my engines. It's going to show the 2 tanks filling up. I'm going to wait until that gets to 100%. Whilst I'm waiting for that, I'll talk about through the other controls. So if I go down to here, I can see navigation. So I've got my artificial horizon, map, got flaps, brake, and gears here. Oh gosh. And my accelerator or throttle here. Going this side, I've got my gear controls, so I can go through my landing gears here. If I have any failures, I can click on these buttons here to get the gears down, or try and get the gears down. But also, whilst they're green, they're lit up, so that means all the gears are down. I can go into the engine, so I can turn the engines on, which I'll go through in a second, and control this where you can fly, you can see the yoke and so on and so forth. So the engines are 97.9, so I'm happy that they're full. So I'm going to go and start my engines up. So I'll go through to my engine screen and I'll go flick these switches up, which will turn the engines on. Okay, I want to hold that down until it gets lit. And that's going to start the engines. So all the engines are now running. From here I've got a couple of controls I can do. I can use if the engine, I can it's the fire extinguisher on the engines, which I'm not going to do now for obvious reasons, because I'm sure I'll get an engine fire at some point during this flight. So I'm going to go for a flight. So the kind of pitfalls to this game is the control's not as realistic as Infinite Flight, so it kind of pivots on the spot really. Which you'll see soon. So once I'm in the air, I can put my landing gears up. Now, as I said earlier, okay, I've got a warning already by the looks of it. So all the gears are up. I just wanted to see what this warning was. It seems to have disappeared. Okay, interesting. So engine's running fine. It's got a yoke. So navigation. See my navigation. Go through my map. So I am going to be turning up. I'm going to be going northbound to Birmingham Airport. And down here to my left, I can see the plane, and I can set my controls if I wanted to. But I'm not going to use autopilot. And on this one, I can see the status of the fuel and whatnot. So now I'm heading northbound. Okay, I've got an alarm. ASY. So basically, okay. So what's happening now is I'm losing fuel in my left tank. So I've got a bit of a leak, which is now unbalancing my airplane. There's not much I can do now, really. What I can do is I can pump some fuel to my right tank. Otherwise, there's nothing really I can do to stop this. I can make it quicker by putting some jettisons on and leaking some fuel, but that's not really going to help the scenario. So I'm going to keep flying for now. It's going to start unbalancing, or I could put some across to the left to more balance it out, but that'll be simply just ruining my fuel. So I'm going to keep it flying for now. So now I'm going to get a warning in a second that my engines have gone down. So now that there's no more fuel in there. So if I click that, let's get that off. Okay, so now I've got engine 2 and engine 1 alarm. So they are failed. There's no fuel to them, so I'm going to turn those off. Now I'm hoping I'm going to get a few more failures. So what I will do is I'll demonstrate how to the engines. So it's warning me that the engine's not going to work, but I can extinguish the engines, which does that. This does mean though I cannot use the engine at all, so that engine is down for good. I can't be using it anymore. I wonder if I can extinguish it. I can extinguish it twice. Interesting. Square chasing. So there you go. Press that button down as well, but that is invalid. There, you can't turn that on anymore. I can try. Let's see what happens if I do it. So it's not going to start now because there's no fuel there. Let's get some fuel into that side. So I've got some fuel in there. See if it ignites. No, it won't do anything. I suppose I could do with that one though. There you go, that one will start. It will die down again in a second. And it looks like I'm going down. Oh gosh. There we go, and we're stalling and we're dead. Oops.